Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is Dan here, your urban treasure hunter, and I have got a dynamite video for you today. If you recall, in my last video, I talked to you about treasure hunting through estate liquidations. Now, in this video, I'm going to give you some really key information to help you pre-qualify people who call you regarding things that they're looking to sell, because it's very important that when you do an estate liquidation or you speak with somebody about purchasing their personal property in cash, that you're not wasting your time chasing around after dead-end leads. So in this short video, I am going to go through a line of questioning that I use when speaking with people over the phone who call me and they want me to come and talk to them about, purchasing their estate or their personal property. Now, as I'm going through this line of questioning, this right here with the hat and the glasses is what I will look like. And this right here without hat and glasses is what the person I'm speaking with on the phone is going to look like. Yes, hello, this is Dan. Yeah, hi Dan, my name is George. I found your phone number and I wanted to speak with you about some things I'm looking to sell. Okay, very good. Thanks, George. Thanks for calling. So what can I do for you? Well, Dan, I'm downsizing and I have an accumulation of stuff that I would like to sell. I don't want to take any of these items with me, and I thought that you might be able to help me out. All right, yeah, absolutely, George. I'll be happy to help you out. What I would like to do is first just ask you a couple of questions. I mean, I'm always interested to take a look at the items that a person has to sell, but at least these questions that I'd like to ask you will help me to determine what it is you have. I certainly wouldn't want to waste any of your time if I'm not able to help you out. Does that sound fair? Yeah, sure, Dan, that sounds great. So what do you want to know? Well, firstly, George, what's your time frame? How quickly did you need to sell these items? What do you have a drop dead date or some deadline that you need to beat? Yeah, actually, Dan, my house should be closing in within the next month. So I have some time, but I don't have a lot of time to work with. Give me a little bit more detail on what it is you have. Well, I have A and I have B. I have C. I also have a collection of D, and I also have E, F, and G. All right, yeah, well, it sounds like you have some pretty interesting items, George. Did you have an idea of what you wanted for these items? Did you have some number in mind? Well, yeah, for A, B, and C, I was hoping to get, this much. And for this collection, I was hoping to get that much. And then for E, F, and G, I'm not exactly sure what it's worth. So, all right, George, well, all I can tell you is this. I am very interested to come and take a look at your items. So whatever number I'm able to come and offer you for your items, it's going to be a fair number, but you understand it's going to be somewhere lower than what I think I could resell it for. Are you okay with that? Yeah, I'm all right with that. I understand where you're coming from. I understand that you need to make a profit on this stuff. That's cool. All right, very good, George. So I'll be seeing you then when? How does next Wednesday sound? Yeah, sounds great. I'll see you then. All right, so after you speak with these people on the phone, what you want to do is you want to jot down some notes on the items that they're talking about, the items that they have available for sale. Now, one thing I found in treasure hunting is that it's virtually absolutely impossible to know right off the bat what items are worth. So you're going to have to do some comping. You're going to have to do some research on the internet, whether it's eBay, through Google search, maybe even posting to your friends on Facebook. Just try to get an idea of what you think you could reasonably sell an item for. It's very, very important. Now, once you've gathered that information, you might even want to call the person back and tell them, look, based on my research, I think I'd be able to comfortably offer you this much for your item. Do you think you'd be able to sell it for that? Now, of course, if they say no or if they balk, then, they might not be quite as motivated as you need them to be. But the whole idea is that you don't want to run around meeting with people and looking at their stuff, using your time and gasoline if you don't think that you're going to actually be able to do business with them. Now, when you do talk numbers with a person, especially over the phone, do whatever you can to try to get a number out of them for what they want. Let's suppose they have an item and based on your research, you'd be willing to offer them $500 for the thing. But ask them, press them for a number. Well, it's your item, George. What would you like to have for it? What do you need to get for your item? They might just come up with a number lower than what you'd be willing to pay. What if George said, I'll take $400 for it? Well, bingo, you just saved yourself $100. So always, always, always try to squeeze a number out of them. Now, if they absolutely refuse to give you a number, just tell them, all right, George, listen, I'm going to make you an offer, but it might be low. So if you don't tell me what it is that you want for this thing, then the offer I'm going to make you is, it's probably going to be pretty low, but we have to start somewhere. And then, spit out 200 or 300, whatever it might be. But I think you get the idea. Now, one very important thing I wanted to mention to you earlier on in this video is you want to be able to give people intellectual capital when you're speaking with them about their personal property. In other words, you want to put them in the driver's seat, make them feel like the boss. It puts them at ease and it makes them feel like they've got the power over you, which is fantastic. That's what you want. So you'll notice earlier in the phone conversation, I told George that I certainly don't want to waste any of his time, and I wanted to find out more about the items he has to sell. Now, when you're saying to somebody you don't want to waste any of their time, what are you actually saying? What you're actually saying is, I don't want to waste any of my time. That's why it's very important that you go through this line of questioning. But anyway, I wanted to keep this video kind of short. The whole point is you want to try to gather as much information as you can on the phone when you're speaking with these people to ensure that you're not going to be wasting any of your valuable time chasing around after dead-end leads. And if you think that you're not able to do business with somebody over the phone, if you think they might be asking too much for their items or they're not quite as motivated as you need them to be, then just tell them, okay, look, I don't know if I'm going to be able to help you, but let me hold on to your phone number. I'll check in with you in another couple of weeks, and maybe we could do some business at that time. So anyway, again, the important thing is not to waste any of your valuable time. Time is money. Pre-qualifying people over the phone when speaking with them is the most important thing you could do for yourself in your business. So that's it. My name is Dan. I am going to sign off. If you are a treasure hunter or are interested in getting involved in treasure hunting, I give away some great information on my blog. I'm going to give you the blog address in just a second. I also have a great Facebook fan page where you can connect with me and a growing community of treasure hunters. If you have any questions about treasure hunting or the value of items that you've come across or anything at all related to treasure hunting, come and join us on Facebook. And I'm going to give you the blog address and the Facebook address in just 2 seconds. My name is Dan. I'm signing out, and I will talk to all you fine folks soon.